In today's news, Premier to strengthen regional alliances.
Continuity of government plan explored.
Live interviews in studio with the Rotarian family and their grand raffle, and also the coordinator for Public Service Week, Miss Lynette Rapsat.
And your weekly arrest blotter. These and more stories on today's edition of 284 News.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages. Welcome everyone. It's Friday the 25th of October 2019. I'm Javon Wilson.
And I'm Kyla Kenesha Forbes.
Well, Kyla, I am super excited for so many reasons. Not only is this my first time on set with you. I mean, girl power, the future.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm really excited about today.
But you know, we miss Ron just
we love Ron. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm really excited about you know, all this empowerment and just the females being on the table.
It's great. It's great to have another female beside me, and we're just about to give the BVI
what they need. And also, we're wearing our pink today, of course, in celebration of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I also know that it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. If you missed our interview with Miss Sasha Stout, who is the director of Family Support Network, which of course provides assistance to victims that are domestically abused, feel free to review it on our page. But we have to get into today's news. Topping our newscast today, the Honorable Premier remains optimistic about the prospects of the BVI's future and development, and more recently has expressed his confidence in the strengthening of regional alliances as we aim to diversify the economy and solidify our place in the region. In a recent release, he urges our residents to ready themselves for economic reform and opportunity. He said, and I quote, "Our entrepreneurs and innovators must exercise their creativity and spot the emergent business opportunities. Prepare your bed and breakfast accommodations, restaurants and catering services, hardware stores, barge and shipping companies, and all other types of businesses." Now, according to the Premier, the BVI can become a trading giant by way of forged relationships with regional partners. Listen in on what he has to say.
But where we require additional capacity to achieve our broader goals, we must recognize that we only have to look next door to find what we need. Our CARICOM neighbors have a lot to offer in terms of manufactured goods, professional services, skilled labor, and partnership that will have mutual benefits. The Caribbean region is very strong if our countries and our people work together. Your BVI government has recognized that we must take the initiative and lead the thrust for revisiting the opportunities and mechanics for regional trade. We must make this effort because we understand the economics of it from our experience and our perspective as a small island state. We will be reaching out to the leaders in the region and business organizations to let them know that the BVI is serious about doing business and we are open for business. We need lumber, aggregates, construction materials, foodstuff, and other products, which can be easily accessed by establishing an ocean freight trade route from Guyana through Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Dominica, the Virgin Islands, and also Jamaica. A rising tide will lift all boats, and the BVI will take the lead in developing this. Our local shipping interests must take note and ready yourselves. Regional businesses must know that the BVI is a market, and therefore, by coming together, we can make it work for everyone.
Now, Kyla, I fully agree with the Premier and his government on this new direction because as a British overseas territory and, of course, a dependent, issues on the international scene can have dramatic impacts on the British Virgin Islands. When we consider international phenomena like Brexit, the effects of economic substance as well as beneficial registers, the ownership registers, and how that trickles down to the British Virgin Islands, we want to ensure that we are as independent as possible of these outcomes on the international scene. So I think building alliances with CARICOM, for example, and other regional bodies and our regional neighbors is really important because we need independence out of, I know as a British overseas territories, yes, we are dependent on them for a lot of things, but if we are to build alliances with persons in the region, and like the Premier rightfully said, fair trade, increased fair trade. I see the BVI as a place that can really and truly be a giant in the industry when you come to think about it, when it comes to import and export. We have an agricultural industry that we're trying to revitalize, and we're trying to diversify many of our economies right here in the British Virgin Islands. And there's so much from our regional brothers and sisters, they have to give as well. So continued alliances, I think this is definitely the direction.
Yeah, it's a good direction to go in as we grow. Yeah.
All right, moving right along, continuity of government plan explored. Take it away, Kyla.
The Office of Deputy Governor, in collaboration with the Office of Disaster Management, hosts a workshop for leaders from across the public sector to help in the creation of a continuity of government plan. The workshop was organized in an effort to identify key issues that may hinder critical government functions in the event of a disaster or emergency and to propose possible solutions. Deputy Governor of the Virgin Islands, Mr. David Archer, made an extremely important point, I think, Joe, in saying that the plan cannot be done in isolation as each stakeholder plays a critical role in its creation. His vision for the document is to be a guide for all public officers and the Virgin Islands community, that they are confident that the services they deem critical for their survival will be able to thrive in the wake of a disaster. So I think, Joe, in 2017, we saw the Virgin Islands were heavily impacted by disaster, hurricanes Irma and Maria. And now to see our government taking strides to make a plan, a solid plan, a document.
And being proactive, because I think one of the lessons it taught us is that we can never be too sure. And looking at the trends of these storms and how unpredictable they are and the catastrophic damages that they're causing, the best thing we want to do is have a foundational mechanism in place to ensure not just that we have minimal impact, but also that we
back
can
up and ready.
Yes, we can bounce back
and the government,
as soon as possible.
The governor did say, the first 24 to 48 hours, those are the most crucial.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if we have a plan in place, then at least we know what we have to do collectively, all the stakeholders that are involved. Viewers, still ahead, we are live with Ms. Lynette Rapsat to tell you all about Public Service Week, and we're also chatting with the Rotary family on how you can cash in on up to $10,000 cash. That and a lot more after this commercial break.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. As promised, we have Rotarians here in studio with us to speak about the $10,000 raffle that everyone can be a part of. So I'll send us over to Joe. So Joe, take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Kyla. As promised in studio, we have Miss Liebert. She is from the Rotary Club of Rotown. Yes, I got it right this time around. Of course, we know this is a community-based organization that truly lends their efforts to the community and assisted and helping in any way that they can. And for quite a number of years too, this time around, a lot of activities on the horizon. First of all, we see a grand raffle.
Absolutely.
And I mean, ever since the flyer hit the media, it's, everybody's been raving about it. How can I win up to $10,000? So let's just get into that part first. Just tell us about the raffle and what it's about.
Well, in actuality, you can win more than $10,000 if you're very lucky, because we do the drawing for the grand raffle in 3 parts.
Okay.
So the first drawing is this afternoon at the parking lot at Right Way. We'll be there selling tickets from early afternoon. The drawing is at 8 p.m.
Oh, wow.
And so in the first drawing, the main prize is $1,500. In the second drawing, which happens on December 7th, the main cash prize is $5,000.
Wow.
And then in the grand drawing on December 24th, the main cash prize is $10,000. But here's the trick. If you buy your tickets early, well, your tickets will be in all 3 drawings.
Oh, wow.
If you get your ticket by today, your ticket will be in all 3 drawings. So if you're
there's like a
extremely
re-entry.
lucky, you could win $16,400.
Absolutely. I genuinely believe through the law of attraction that I will be winning that money.
All of that money.
It's really exciting. And I mean, just in time for Christmas, I'm glad that you guys are doing it in parts, because while, yes, it would be awesome if one person can cash in on all of that, it would equally be great if 3 different persons was to, share that money.
And beyond that, as you say, in time for Christmas, there are a lot of other non-cash prizes, like a weekend at a resort, like dinner for 2 at Brandywine Estate Restaurant.
Right.
Like, there's a flight, I can't remember exactly to where, but there's lots of gift certificates and so on that make great presents, or just a great time out for you and friends.
And here's the best part. For $10 per ticket, I know the book is
$100. The book contains 11 tickets.
Wow.
Yes.
So there's an additional or complimentary ticket if you buy the entire book. $10 for the opportunity at over $16,000. I mean, you cannot lose with that. Now, I know the Rotary Club, or the Rotary family of the BVI, I should say, they have made significant strides in the community. Just recently, we can reflect on the family raising over $100,000 for, hurricane damaged Bahamas.
Yes.
And bringing relief to those people. And it just really goes to show how involved you guys are in the community and how much you care. Why is it so important for Rotary to be so community-oriented and reach out and assist in whatever way they can?
The first thing I want to say is that projects like this grand raffle are how we raise a lot of the money that we're able to use for community service. And we want to thank the people of the BVI so much for their amazing participation in the telethon for hurricane relief for Hurricane Dorian victims. And we, as Rotary Clubs, were able to put in some seed money from our previous fundraisers, right? And a lot of the money that we used for Hurricane Irma relief, Hurricane Irma and Maria right here in the BVI, some of it came from contributors overseas, but a lot of it came from fundraising in prior years right here in the BVI. So whatever we receive, we put back into the community as much as possible.
And that is awesome.
Yes.
All right, well, the Biz Pitch, which is very interesting to me, giving our secondary school students an opportunity to present their business ideas.
Absolutely.
And really encouraging them to step out and be entrepreneurs, which I think is really important, especially in this day and age. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, one of the focus areas for Rotary International is community economic development, because we do understand that that is one of the main ways in which communities can then really stand on their own feet, right? And individuals can stand on their own feet. And so starting that idea young, starting that spirit young, and offering a $1,000 cash prize to the winner of the Biz Pitch competition to continue to develop their business. It's really important for us, again, we are a community service organization, and community service doesn't just mean painting and planting trees, although we'll be doing a lot of that next Saturday.
Right.
Community service really means building the community in every way possible.
I agree.
And coming up with new ideas as to how that can be done. And also when people bring ideas to us as to how that can be done, seeing how we can engage in that. So encouraging entrepreneurship, that's major.
And that's the way to go for sure. Community collaboration as well. Tell us about
Absolutely.
One BVI and the initiative that you guys are working on.
Oh, absolutely. So our goal is to do 10 small community service projects in one blitz day of community service work. And we're inviting volunteers from the community to join us. I can't give you a list of where every single project is, but I can give you a couple. We're doing some work at Ebenezer Thomas Primary School, where we have an early act club. We're helping to repaint the playground as well as paint some new shelves for the library. We're doing some work in planting trees in the public parking lot in town across from the hospital.
Okay.
We're doing a little bit of work with Eunice Adams Primary School as well. So that's, I don't want to do the whole list.
Right.
But interested persons can email rotaryroadtown@gmail.com and you will get a response, or you can send a message on our Facebook page as well, which is also facebook.com/rotaryroadtown.
And this is through the Seed of Love project, correct?
Partially, not necessarily.
Okay.
We're collaborating with sponsors like Groundworks, like the Tourist Board, Seeds of Love, and other business entities to help really make this happen.
Okay.
So it is a Rotary Club of Roadtown initiative, but as always, we don't pretend that we can do everything by ourselves. So yes, we're definitely collaborating with multiple partners.
All right, just remind our viewers again, I know tonight is the first raffle drawing and persons are excited about that. Remind them of the time and if they are yet to get tickets, how they can do so.
The drawing is at 8 p.m. in the parking lot outside Roadtown Wholesale. We will have Rotarians present selling tickets from about 4 p.m. onwards. So you can still get your tickets, and your tickets will go directly into this first drawing and will go back into the next two drawings as well.
All right, well, you should try, but just in case, you know, just know that I will be winning.
I can't say anything to that because, you know, I want you to win too. I want everyone to win. I mean, everyone is a winner once you participate. Because even if you don't win a prize, you're contributing to building up your community.
Right, and that's what
so
it's all about.
You're a winner no matter what.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Liebert. Thank you so much. And thank you on behalf of 284 Media and the rest of the BVI, and this is to your Rotary family as well, for everything that you guys do for the community.
It's our pleasure.
All right, viewers, we're heading back to Kyla. She's speaking to Ms. Rapsat, on Public Service Week. Take it away, Kyla.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you a whole lot. So today we have Ms. Lynette Rapsat with us. Thank you, Ms. Rapsat, for joining me in the hot seat.
Hi.
Ms. Rapsat is one of the coordinators of Public Service Week, correct?
Yes.
And the Public Service Week stems from the 27th of October to the 2nd of November. So tell me, what was the reasoning behind of having Public Service Week?
Well, actually, this is our 19th year of celebrating Public Service Week. It's about building camaraderie and enhancing and encouraging creativity, showing your talents, and coming together as a public service to celebrate.
Yes, I could understand that because you have so many different departments, and although it's one public service, just having that once a year to have events and that camaraderie and that one big family, I could understand that. Yes. So tell me about the calendar of events.
Sure. Well, I'll let you know what our theme is. This year, our theme is One Team Going Green for Public Service Week 2019. And we have 4 amazing teams. Our teams are the Eagles, the Warriors, the Supersonics, and the Panthers.
And if I could stop you right there before we go on, how do you make up the teams?
So the teams are actually divided based on how the government is aligned.
Okay.
So Team Eagles, that's Team A. They consist of the Premier's Office and the Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
The Supersonics, that's my team. That's Team B, that's the Ministry of Natural Resources, Labor and Immigration, and Governor's Group. Then we have Team C, the Warriors. That's the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth Affairs, Sports, Fishing and Fisheries and Agriculture, as well as the Ministry of Health and Social Development.
Okay.
And then the Panthers, that's a big team as well. That's the entire Ministry of Transportation, Works and Utilities.
Okay, great. So back to the calendar of events. So tell us what's coming up.
Sure. So on Sunday, we are expecting a big turnout at Long Bay Beach, Beef Island. We're having something called Fun on the Beach.
Okay.
So usually Public Service Week is about competition. That day is when you could just come, relax, have fun, play games.
Before all the competition comes in and everybody put on their sporting face, you come together as one. I get it.
Yes. On Monday, that's a very special day. That is our prayers for the public service and our employee recognition ceremony.
Okay.
So on that day, we'll be recognizing persons who've served 10 years of service, 25 and 35 years.
That's a long time working.
Yes. That's pretty much it for the Monday. On the Tuesday, we're going to be taking over Road Town. So we'll be having a public service Going Green parade starting at 2:30, leaving from the Central Administration Complex and then heading to the A.O. Shirley Recreation Grounds, where we want everybody to come out and see, you know, the ministers running, public officers running, and there's cheerleading.
No.
And people are making their own pom-poms.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, so we're going fully green all the way. On the Wednesday now, that's when we have our Wacky Day outfit competition with a green twist. So when you visit a lot of the offices, you'll be seeing people looking a little bit different. But it's a competition. And we'll also have a forum on greening and our transformation plan, greening the public service. That'll be that afternoon at the Central Administration Complex at 2:30.
Okay, great. So I see there's a green element to it.
Yes.
So tell me a bit about that. How did that come about?
Well, first I have to acknowledge Miss Harriet Cameron. She was the person who came up with the theme. And my ministry, Natural Resources, Labor and Immigration, we're the coordinating agency. So, of course, anything that talks about going green is dear to us. And it's also something very dear to our deputy governor.
Okay.
So we wanted to take the concept and not just use it as a catchphrase, but really to try to implement it in every little way.
I like that because all around we see the going green, and at first it was like, green, are we just wearing green? But it's actually going green, recycling, and I like the twist. That was a good idea, guys. So how can the public support? So how can me, Joe, Ron, how can we come out and support and see you guys?
Definitely come out to the events. We also have a Facebook page where we'll be keeping everybody updated as to what's happening. So just come out to the events. So on Monday, come to the complex. On Thursday, I have to put this in. We'll be having a Greening the Public Service, Greening Your Reception Area competition. So 15 offices have signed up and they're competing for this very big trophy to see whose reception area really reflects green, smart, and creative but beautiful techniques that make it welcoming when you come in and you realize, okay, these people are really serious about greening the public service.
I really like this concept because sometimes you come to work and sometimes you don't always want to come to work, but having these kind of competitions and just encouraging staff morale, I think is a really good idea. So thank you for joining us to tell us a little bit about it. Hopefully it goes well, and we'll be there to cheer you guys on.
Thank you.
Thank you. So still ahead, we've got your weekly arrest blotter and some must-see events this weekend. Stay tuned, and you're watching 284 News.
Every 39 minutes, someone is killed by a drunk driver. Every minute, someone is injured by a drunk driver. 8 teenagers die every day in alcoholic-related car crashes. Motorcycle drivers comprise the highest percentage of drunk drivers in fatal crashes. The highest percentage of drunk drivers involved in a fatal crash are ages 18 to 24. Alcohol affects your reaction time, vision, tracking, concentration, comprehension, and coordination. Remember, when you drink and drive, you put the health and safety of yourself and others at risk. Select a designated driver, carpool, hang out in groups, don't leave your friends behind, and know your limit. 284 Media is concerned about the well-being of all and wishes everyone safety as we traverse the roads. Celebrate in style, but please don't drink and drive.
What are you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see, with the competition, it's mean about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
Well, hold on, string bean. Ain't a kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE2 now for only $149. Get LTE3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life Unlimited.
Hello?
Wait, you had a long time to care? You say you were sick? What happened to over in rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Welcome back, viewers. You're watching 284 News. We want to thank the ladies for joining us in studio. Very informative. Viewers, go out and support Public Service Week, as well as this afternoon. Be sure to join the Rotary family at RTW. Now for your weekly arrest blotter. Police arrested and charged Brian Henley Jr., 20 of King Garden Bay, for burglary. He was granted bail in the amount of $5,000 with one signed surety to appear before the Magistrates Court on the 27th of November 2019.
Police arrested and charged Kajero Romney, 21 of Horsepat, for assault occasioning bodily harm. He was granted bail in the amount of $5,000 with one signed surety to appear before the Magistrate Court on the 20th of November 2019.
Police arrested and charged Shanti Bryan, 47, of Hope Hill for cruelty to child. She was granted bail in the amount of $5,000 with one signed surety to appear before the magistrate's court on the 26th of November 2019.
Police arrest and charge Anthony Angold, 23, of St. Thomas USVI for untrue declaration, failing to declare monies to custom, engage in smuggling and possession of proceeds for criminal conduct. He appeared before the magistrate's court and was reprimanded to Her Majesty's prison.
Police arrested and charged Khalik Aaron, 22, of St. Thomas USVI for untrue declaration, failing to declare monies to customs, engagement in smuggling and possession of proceeds in criminal conduct. He appeared before the magistrate's court and was remanded to Her Majesty's prison. Viewers, that's it for this week's arrest blotter. Of course, a full week for the police officers per usual. But that's it for today's news roundup. And before you go, we just want to remind you to look at the bulletin right after we conclude. Lots going on, and you want to be a part of it. I'm Javon Wilson, and if you haven't as yet, be sure to like us on Facebook at 284 Media and 284 BVI. On Instagram as well as Twitter.
And I'm Kyla Kenesha Forbes. We'll see you on Monday as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. This is 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news. Have a great weekend, everybody, and good evening.
Bye-bye.